Durga rode across the plains of heaven on her ferocious tiger, wielding in 10 arms the weapons of the gods. And Mahisha, seeing her coming as he looked out from the tower of Indra's golden palace, which he had conquered, he summoned his demon armies together and he said, "You, ferocious demons, those who make all beings tremble with fear, go forth in your great multitude and slay this goddess." The doors of the golden palaces of the gods opened, and the demon army poured out, swarming around Durga on the plains of heaven. And as they closed in on her, they raised their weapons to kill her. But Durga raised her 10 arms, holding the weapons of the gods, and moving them like a whirlwind, slew every demon standing, until the plains of heaven ran red with the blood of the demon army. Not one was left standing, so fierce was the goddess's battle. Mahisha looked again from the tower of Indra's castle, and he turned to his generals, those seasoned, battle-hardened demons, those ferocious warriors with their sharp, fang-like teeth, which would chomp on the bones of an infant if they thought it would gain them victory. And he said, "You, my fiercest of generals, my most ferocious of warriors, kill me this goddess. Bring me her body, blood-stained and pierced by your weapons. Drink what blood of hers you will, and drag her corpse to me by the hair." Out from the palaces of the gods rode these terrifying demon generals, and they came upon Durga, moving in their secret battle techniques learned over decades of conquest. All of their tricks came into their hands and glowed in their eyes as they manipulated their weapons as few warriors had ever seen. And as they closed in on the goddess, they looked sure to win. But Durga, born of the divine energy of the universe, raised up her weapons, the weapons of the gods, and moving in patterns barely discernible to the eye, she slew each demon one after the other until there was not a demon left. Mahisha was furious, and he took up his own weapons, and striding forth from the palace of Indra, he said to himself, "I have the boon granted by Brahma. Nothing can kill me. Only a woman, and no woman will kill the great Mahisha. And I have," he reminded himself, "the power of Maya. I can change my form at will. We'll see what this goddess can do against such unseen power." He took the form of a mighty, an enormous buffalo with razor-sharp horns and razor-sharp hooves and a tail like a whip. And he charged at Durga. And Durga raised her weaponry again, and she pointed it straight at the charging buffalo. And she shot an arrow from a great bow, and the arrow pierced the side of the buffalo. But before he could be slain, he changed into the form of a ferocious lion, and he leapt through the air at Durga. But Durga raised a noose and swung it around over her head, and then she threw it out and caught the neck of the demon in the form of a lion and threw him to the earth. But before she could strike him again, he turned into the form of a great warrior with a flashing sword of steel, and he charged at Durga, slashing at her. But she parried every thrust, and she shot at the hero with another arrow. But before he could be slain, he turned into a huge elephant, and the arrow bounced off its thick hide. But Durga, taking the sword of Kartikeya, slashed off the trunk of the elephant. And before he could be killed, the elephant turned again into the form of the great and fire-breathing buffalo, and this time he charged straight at Durga. Durga stood on the back of the tiger, and taking the cup of Kubera, she raised it to her lips for a small sip of Amrit, and then lowering the cup, she leapt from the back of the tiger, somersaulted in the air, and landed on the back of Mahisha, and with her foot she pinned him by the throat to the earth, and he changed into the form of a demon again, thinking to wriggle out from the skin of the buffalo through the mouth. But before he could wriggle out completely, Durga, taking the trident of Shiva, jammed it into the neck of the buffalo, trapping Mahisha in place. And as he squirmed and writhed, she took the sword of Kartikeya and cut off Mahisha's head. The great Mahisha was dead at the hands of Durga, the goddess born of the Shakti of the universe. Each of the gods bowed to Durga, giving her thanks and praising her by a multitude of auspicious names, and they returned to their palaces. In their gratitude, they realized that their palaces of gold gleamed because of the Shakti of Durga. Kali Durga Namo Namah. Kali Durga Namo Namah. Kali Durga Namo